Okay, so Bob says to tell CSU stories about getting there, being there, or leaving there. Having had lots of pregnancies, most of my getting there stories have to do with being nauseous and traveling across country and not holding down my meal. We won't tell those. Most of my leaving there stories with these 6 kids have something to do with getting in the car and projectile vomiting. So we won't tell those stories, but one of the favorite stories that my kids love to tell is about being there. And it's a pretty harrowing story that starts off with backpack camping a little too late. And really, if they had listened to me, they would have never gone. We wouldn't have gone because it was just too late a start, yes?
That's not how I remember the story.
How do you remember it?
So, Dad was the one who advised us against going, but you and Daniel, he's my 3rd oldest brother, and he wanted to go because it was his senior year, right?
Senior year.
And so it was his last time at CSU as far as he knew, and so he wanted to go because hiking is part of the experience. It's an important part that we've always taken part in. And Student Venture takes us to Horseshoe, and it was, it's an important part that you've got to take a part of. So he insisted that we go, and so did you. And Dad advised against it, but he said because it's Daniel's senior year, we'll go. So it ended up being that me, Daniel, Caleb, and Joy, and my dad carried everything, and my mom rooted us on, and we started out so late, like after 4 o'clock, that we had to stop on the side of the mountain. And we stopped on a rock. And we slept on a rock that was on an incline so that we kept on sliding down. And didn't Dad stay up all night?
All night with that fire. Remember, we were scared of bears. And you and I slept real closely in the same backpack and kept sliding into cactus.
Oh, yes. Oh, how could I forget? And so the next day, we decided that we were going to finish what we started. And so we hiked up the rest of the mountain and could not find our way back down. We were out of water, we were out of food. It was a light load. That was wonderful, but it was rough. And I didn't know this, but weren't y'all talking about having to stay again?
Yeah, we were that lost. We did not know where we were. We thought we might have to spend another night. Oh, we were not prepared.
We were not going to make it, I'm telling you. And so we sent out Caleb, our scout, like the Bible, and he came back with nothing. Not even an olive branch. And then we sent out Caleb and Daniel together again. And this time he came back, and that is why I'm here to tell you today this story about this scarring incident.
Oh, my goodness. We made it. We made it, even though you were scarred. But that's the fun of being at CSU. That's one of the many stories that we have in our family memory, and I'm sure you've got some yourself, and we'd love to see them. So send them in.